the NBA Finals, where the viewership is down. There's a lot of factors on why a lot of people are not watching the NBA Finals on cable TV. In today's video, we will talk about 4 reasons why the NBA Finals is not getting eyeballs on TV. And at the end of this video, we will also talk about what will happen to the NBA if they don't adapt to the market. And guys, if you think you're a certified bucket getter, smash that like button for me if you really got it like that. And if you love the game of basketball and you have a passion for it, subscribe to my channel and turn on that notification button, as I will be making videos for you guys every week. And now, let's get to this video, baby. Let's start with number 1, which is one of the obvious one, which is free live streams. Almost everyone that I know that either plays basketball or watches basketball is guilty of this. And man, even myself is guilty of this. If you're guilty of this as well, you better smash that like button because I know you do the same thing. Not only these live streams are free, they are also very convenient to watch. Everyone is one Google search away from finding that free stream. Nowadays, you can watch the game and at the same time text someone or be on Facebook or Instagram, just scrolling through your phone and have the game on the top of your screen. Our phones has definitely made a lot of things more convenient, especially with a split screen feature. Nowadays, not a lot of people have the time to, sit down on the couch and flick through their cable, through channels and stuff. Like, that's very inconvenient for us, especially to the younger generation where everything is just on demand. Everything is within their, palms and fingertips. The remotes and slowly flicking through channels on your TV, that era is slowly fading away, which this is a great segue to our number 2 reason why viewership is down, which is cable. Not a lot of people have cable nowadays. Even the old heads don't even watch cable like that. Now they either watch YouTube, Netflix, Disney Plus, everything is going back to, I said earlier, which is streaming. I don't know if you guys have noticed in the past maybe a couple of years where every time there's a major holiday, whether that's Black Friday, Christmas, whatever that major holiday is, all these cable companies or all these telephone companies usually give you like a very good discount or a bundle deal. Was like, hey, if you guys register with us, we'll also throw in X amount of free channels in our cable. Man, the amount of emails that we be getting from these companies is damn near diabolical, yo. These companies be out here offering us channels where, man, I don't even watch that. What the heck is that? I mean, like, y'all, you guys are that desperate to just, give out all these free channels? Because ain't nobody, like, that's a great indication of nobody is watching cable anymore. If you guys ever had, received these outrageous ass emails from these companies, comment down below what companies, like, what's the craziest amount of deals that you've had from these companies before. Comment that down below and let's hear some funny stories. Now let's get to the 3rd reason, and that is the YouTube highlight channels. These days there's a lot of highlight channels on YouTube where they would squeeze the whole game within the 10-minute mark, where every bucket that was made on both teams is put in a 10-minute highlight. And for a casual fan that, who doesn't know the game of basketball like that, or who would rather watch the highlights, that's very convenient to them. There's a lot of YouTube channels nowadays that's, dedicated mainly to behind the scenes clips, such things as the bench reaction or how some players are reacting off the ball that you don't get on cable TV. There's even some channels that I saw that's mainly dedicated to players being wired and what they say during the game or when they're on the bench. Almost anything that you can think of that's related to basketball or NBA, there's definitely a channel about it. Let's get to the 4th and last reason why the NBA is losing viewership on cable TV, and that is Instagram pages. These Instagram pages are very similar to the YouTube channels. Instagram accounts such as House of Highlights is very popular in Instagram. House of Highlights has almost 53 million followers and they mainly post basketball content. If anything, they're the originators of Instagram account that posts basketball content on Instagram. House of Highlights is a shorter form of content basketball-wise on IG compared to the YouTube channels. On YouTube channels, they mainly post basketball content that's, 10 minutes or more, where in Instagram, it's seconds. Instagram basketball content is where you see, the behind the scenes of the press conference and how players are reacting, or celebrations when team win a game or even a championship. There's a huge market when it comes to these type of content on Instagram, and I saw even sometimes I see what House of Highlights post, the NBA would copy. I remember the time when NBA Instagram was very professional, the right wording and the right content. It was too professional at one point where there was that 1 year, I think about 8 years ago, where they started using slangs on their captions, which was very unusual coming from the NBA because they were too professional. I believe when Adam Silver took over the NBA, that's when they started adapting to the market when it comes to the social media part of things, which was, I believe, the right thing to do for them. So those are the 4 reasons why the NBA Finals, or the NBA in general, is not getting a lot of eyeballs on cable TV. This leads us to the final question. What would happen to the NBA if they don't adapt to the market? We don't have to, look too far on what will happen to the NBA if they don't adapt to the market. You can look at HBO Boxing, Showtime Boxing. These companies did not adapt to the market when it comes to streaming, and they kept on pushing the, buy pay-per-view boxing, buy this, buy that. The market nowadays is mainly on subscription on streaming. Because of these old heads that are the VP, the CEOs, the directors of these programs, or whoever is running it, because they weren't able to adapt to the market and they were outdated, they basically had to shut down because they were getting outworked by those companies who adapted to the market, such as DAZN Boxing, DAZN Sport. I don't even know how to explain, or sorry, not explain, but I don't even know how to pronounce that company's name, but they have adapted to the market very well. And now look at them. They're the only streaming platform that has damn near all the sports that you can think of. They might not have the NBA, but they definitely have the European basketball over there, or some overseas basketball in there. Now, if you look at the new deal that the NBA is trying to work with Disney Plus, Amazon, and NBC, they are mainly focusing on the streaming side of things when it comes to this deal, and this deal is worth over $78 billion. And also this shows, this speaks volumes on, TNT is not adapting to the market. Like whoever's running that is very similar situation to how boxing with HBO and Showtime is they lost their deals when it comes to these companies because they failed to adapt to the market. And that is the reason, in real time, what's happening with inside the NBA with TNT. As great as that show is, if you don't adapt to the market, you will fold, and the viewers and the market will let you know instantly whenever your deal is up. If you really look into things a little deeper, the NBA never really, lost viewership. They lost viewership cable-wise. But when it comes to streaming, social media, if you really add all that up, if anything, the game of basketball grew over the past few years because of the internet, because of the social media. I'll give you one last example. Go to the page of House of Highlights on Instagram and check one basketball post that they have. I bet you there's millions of views just based on that one post. There you have it, guys. That's my 4 main reasons why the NBA is losing viewership when it comes to cable. Let me know if there's other reasons you think that might be a factor in why the NBA is losing viewership cable-wise or just in general. Comment down below and let's make this a conversation. And if you haven't done so, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel. And we will see you on the next video.